going on, guys? My name is George, or the real Wolfie, and welcome to the Season 44 review. It is Season 45 now. It starts on Monday, so this is the first time that I'm logging into Trophy Manager. So I'm just going to see what we're doing. Let's see how much money we got. I will have about 20 million extra, so that'd be 60 million. And oh my god, we've got 82 million. Wow, how has that happened? How much money did we actually get from our sponsors? We got 43 million, and you can see it just there. This week we got 43 million in sponsor money. I didn't expect that, so I honestly did not expect that, because we didn't achieve our league position goal. We tried to finish 12th, we finished 13th. We conceded 2 more goals, and we only just did the scoring goals achievement. So how we got 43 million, I have no idea. So now we have 82.9 million coins to spend, which we are going to get spending very quickly. And now I'm going to look at my league. I think I really hope I've got down to the conference, because no, we're still in League 2. That's not what we wanted, being honest. We wanted to get back down to the conference, so we'd have some easy money and easier games. So it looks like, guys, we've got another challenging season ahead of us. So I'll have to check out these teams in the future, because by the looks of it, they all seem to have very active club names. They don't seem to be like the standard already pre-made TM names like you get, except for Harrow. Apart from this team here, Harrow, yeah, he was seen today, Harrow RSC, but he doesn't seem to have much of a name, so whether he doesn't go on much, I'm not sure. But yeah, we're gonna have to see how we do in this league. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, really, so we'll have to look. But apparently we got promoted. I mean, we finished 13th and we got promoted. That doesn't really make that much sense. But anyway, I've already done youth pool for this week. It was pretty shocking. I'm not going to show that. It's pretty pointless me showing it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the 6 big transfers that I'm doing at the start of season 45. They are big ones, guys. They are big transfers. Guys, the players that I'm going to be selling at the start of this season, I'm going to start with the ones that haven't had a bid on. And the first one that's going to be up for sale is our defender, our Irish 26-year-old centre or left defender, Adam Maguire. He's a really good player, but being honest, last season Fabrice Geets just came into a league of his own and really pushed Maguire out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list him for a price of just 5 million. I was going to list him for 7.5, but as you saw there, the recommended price was 2 million, and that is way too low for a player of his quality. So we're going to go for 5 million, and we're actually going to do it where this costs 2 pro days. Sorry, 5 pro days. Oh god, we're going to spend the 5 pro days though, and we're going to make the transfer end. If I just look on the calendar, I should be making a Trophy Manager video either Saturday the 27th or Sunday. So I'm going to make the transfer end in 3 days, just for the sake of things. Or should I? No, let's go for 4 days, so it's done for Sunday. So we're going to list all transfers for about 6:30, just before, for that'll be Saturday. So Saturday at 6:30 these transfers are going to end, if you're interested in them. So Adam Maguire is going to be up for sale if it responds. There we go. Adam Maguire is now up for sale for a price of 5 million, guys. So that's taken off a bit of pro, and we are going way below the 200 that we wanted to stay at. But 3 days time, Adam Maguire is going to be finished his sale. He's been a very good player for us, being honest. I mean, I'm sad to see him go, but he is going to be the first player that we're getting rid of at the start of season 45. Second player that we're getting rid of that hasn't had a bid on yet is going to be Sorim Dimitriou. Now, again, I'm a bit sad to see this guy go, because he's been a very good player for us. I mean, he's had very good stats, so he's played well over the seasons. I mean, look at his stats. He's been a very good player, very, very good player. So we are sad to see him go, but we are going to put him up for sale at a price of just 7.5 million, because we want to get rid of him. And I think he's worth 10 million, being honest. I do think he's worth that. but I'm not going to put him up for 10 million because I don't want him to not get sold. When there are so many newbies on this game now, because it recently went onto Facebook, and so many new players have arrived, so hopefully people will have money and just won't buy him. So he's going to go up. Again, it's going to be about 6:30, and that his transfer ends. We're actually going to change the oh no, we can't change the time. Okay, so that's Dimitri, aka Melander, up for sale for 6:30 on Saturday. 7.5 million. Go and bid on him if you want him. I mean, he's got perfect midfielder skills, really. They are pretty much perfect skills. So go and check him out if you want him. The final player that I'm going to be selling that doesn't already have a bid on him is Robert Beach, our 4-star goalkeeper. So this is going to be the biggest player that we have sold, and being honest, a 4-star player, he is the best player on our team rating wise. And as you can see here, we do have a team interested already. So we have got a team actually wanting to buy him, but he hasn't put in a formal bid yet. And as you can see, this is how much that he the maximum is, over 100 million. And I am going to put him up for sale for 27.5 million, which is the price that the other team offered but hasn't actually put in their bid yet. And he's going to be up for 4 days as the others are, but his transfers get end at about 7:50 around about on Saturday, because I've just been for some tea, that's why it's a bit later. So Robert Beach, by far our biggest transfer if he's bought, and our best player rating wise on our team. He's now up for sale, guys. Go and start bidding. He is a 4-star English keeper, good routine, good stats. He's a good player to buy, guys. I'm going to recommend him. We just try to get rid of a few players though, because at the moment he just doesn't get used. So go and buy him. I mean, he's a good buy, this one. But we still have 3 more transfers, guys. So on to the next one. 3 players that I'm putting up for sale already have people interested in. So one of those players is someone that I've been trying to sell for a long time, Thomas Saunders. He's a really good player. I'm just going to show you his stats here when I actually managed to get them. So he's a really good player, only 25. He's got routine. He's a really good player, and we already have a bid of 5 million. So we're transfer listing him. It's going to expire in 4 days like all the others are, so that'll be on Saturday at just after 10 to 8. And yeah, 5 million, it's a really low price for a good player. So if you are interested, go for him. So that's one of the 3. Then we also have going up for sale, we have Tony Schofield, who is our offensive midfielder or forward. He's only 22, got routine. If I'd done videos on Trophy Manager from season 43, you would have seen how much of a beast this guy is. Don't be fooled by his fairly average stats. This guy has been an absolute legend for us. He's scored goals when we needed them. He hasn't scored many, to be fair to him, but when we needed them, he has scored them. And he's got beast strength and stamina and pace. He is an absolute legend for our team. But he has had a bid of 12.5 million by the same player that bidded for Saunders, and we're going to put him up for transfer for 4 days. Again, we'll end just after 7:50, and just after that. So 4 days. Tony Schofield up for sale for 12.5 million. And the final player up for sale is going to be Thomas Panis. Now, you may remember, we bought him at the start of the season, but he just didn't get played because we have way too many foreigners. He's an absolute quality player. Perfect positioning, work rate, passing, crossing, technique for a midfielder. He is an absolute beast, but we haven't been able to play because we've just had too many foreigners on our team, and we've needed to play all the others. So we've had a bid of 20 million. And he is now up for sale again for 4 days, just after 5 to 8. It's going to expire. Go game, guys. 20 million. And okay, he doesn't have enough money. This is a bit awkward, guys. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go onto his page. We can't do that, so we're just going to put him up for sale at 20 million. He's an absolute beast of a player, so hopefully someone's going to go for him. We did think he'd be bought already, but he doesn't have enough money, the person that bidded on him. So we'll have to just hope he does that. But anyway, guys, those are the 6 players going up for sale. Panis for 20 million, Schofield for 12.5 million, Saunders for 5 million, Beach for 27.5 million, our 4-star legend of a goalkeeper. Who else? Dimitri for 7.5 million, and Maguire for 5 million. So go and get them, guys. These are by far the biggest transfers I have ever done on Trophy Manager, so go and get them if you want them. They are good players. EDI'd of you may have noticed that our money has gone down. We now only have 57 million, and this is why, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Manning, our first signing of season 45. Look at this beautiful, beautiful player. 23 years old, low wage, good routine, good skills, perfect stuff for a defender. Beautiful heading, good tackling, good marking, good strength, good positioning, all the stuff you need for a defender. And we paid 24.9 million for him from our old friend Forest Dolphins, who helped us out over the season. But look at him. He is just a beautiful player that we've signed here. And straight away, what we're going to do is we're going to swap around player numbers. So Dimitri is on his way, we hope, at the moment. So he's going to change his number to 27. You know, just so that this new beautiful player, Charles Manning, can come in and be our number 5. I mean, look at him. His stats are just brilliant for a defender. So hopefully he'll be able to perform well over the next few seasons for us. He started at Forest Dolphins, I believe, when he was 15. So he's a real player in the making here. So we've got a great player, great first signing, and hopefully in our next match he'll be able to perform well, which at the moment we have our team that played in the playoffs, and it's an absolutely shocking team. So I'm going to go and change that out and then show it you. I'm not going to take you through, I'm just going to change it and show it you. So I'm going to do that now, include Charles Manning, and yeah, we're really happy with this signing, being honest. So guys, this is a formation we are going to use for our next match. A team full of 3.5-star players, except for Hines and Masoon. Well, look at this team. Flavel up front with our beast Ludlow. We've got Panis returning for the first game of the season with Fox and Seymour. Neil, our graded 3.5-star right mid, is there on the right, with Ishmael, our left back. Geets, joined by his new partner in crime, Manning. That should be a great partnership in the middle, with Hines on the right. Just as good a player, really, as those two. And Masoon in there. We're going to have Potter as our sub forward, Schofield our sub wing, Johnson our sub centre, Turner our sub defender, and Beach as usual our sub keeper. And that's our subs. 60 minutes in, we swap the centre mids around, and 75 minutes in, as Ludlow doesn't have the best of stamina, we're going to put on Cody Potter. So this should be a pretty good game. We're going normal and short passing for mentality and attacking style, because this is a real test game. We're against a B team, so hopefully we will be able to win this. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Being well, for this part of the episode, this has been the TM Weekly Update, and yeah, it looks pretty good so far, our team. We've still got a lot of money to spend as well. Welcome to Wolfie United FC Season 44 Review and Rewards, guys. Let's do this. So first of all, we're going to get into what happened in the league for us this season. So we played 34 games as usual in a season in League 2 for the first ever time, and we managed to win 8 games, which for my first ever season in League 2 I was quite happy with. And we drew 5 and lost 21, so we lost more than half, but for the first season, 8 wins, 5 draws, I was quite happy with. We scored 39 goals in the process, which meant that we passed our target to score 30, but conceded 74, which was 4 more than our target to concede under 70. giving us a goal difference of -35 and 29 points, which put us in a league position of 13th place at the end of the season. So that's quite respectable. 13th out of 18. I was quite happy with that, guys, being honest. So our biggest victory in the league was 4-0 against Sandwell UC, which came, I think it was at the start of January. It was just after New Year we won that game. Our biggest defeat, you may remember, it was quite recent, 8-0 against All Red Shot Town. That was a game that I just didn't want to talk about, being honest. That was just embarrassing, that one. Now in the Cup. Now, this was quite interesting, really. Yeah, because the Cup for us, we managed to reach Qualification Round 2, which was a shock for us because we only wanted to win one game. So, and we had a fairly hard team in the first round, which was a 2-0 win for us against Rochford SS. They had a good team, but we managed to win 2-0 against them. And then we went into round 2 with loads of confidence because we played in an active team, Farnham Juniors. And yeah, we got a bit hammered. We lost 6-1. So as you can see, the goals are going across there. And they just had a blinder of a first half, really. But then didn't score until right at the end, where they got 3 quick goals. It was a bit embarrassing, really. But I think we actually got our best player injured and 1 sent off as well. So a bit embarrassing, but when you look at it, we completed our target and we weren't actually trying to go for a cup run whatsoever. Now friendly matches. This was very interesting. Looking at it, we played more games in friendly matches than we did in league. We won 20, drew 6, lost 10, so a good little result there. And scored over 100 goals and conceded 57, giving us a goal difference, if we look match to match, of +14 and 66 points if you totals up all the points. So I'm just going to show you all the results from my friendly matches. You may recognise some of the team names, you may recognise some of the results. But yeah, there were some good games in this. So looking over it, we had a lot of games. I mean, we got hammered by Arkham City Spurs the first ever time we played them. But then we got a few wins. We beat Private Jokers and FC Amiga, only to get beaten again by FC Amiga. We dominated ADO Richmond Shire 5-1 and lost to Bones 4-0, which was a bit of an embarrassment. And you can see a lot of games against Tesfaye CD, who won the Conference National. And we played them just to test out formations, really. And as you can see, we got 11-0 and a 7-0 win against them, which was really good for us. But then when you look, the second bottom one is the one I'm most proud about. We lost to the reigning Premier League champions from season 43, Landals 159ers. We lost to them 6-4. I think, being honest, I caught them when he was setting up his team, because he didn't have his best team on. But still, 6-4 against people that won the Premier League in season 43. That's pretty good going, guys. I was quite proud with that. So next we look at the overall stats of the season. So this combines the Cup, the Friendly League, and the friendly matches, sorry, not just the Friendly League, and the actual league. So most apps for us, or aka most appearances if you don't know what that means, is Rich Hines. Again, not really surprising. He played lots of games, 60 matches, 1 goal, 4 assists, 1 man of the match. He's been a pretty star player for us over the season, but hasn't really earned his name as a star player. He's performed well, but he hasn't been seen as a great player for us. Most goals, it did actually surprise me, because Paul Flavel only came in partway through the season. So to beat Joe Ludlow on goals is pretty good. 48 appearances, 24 goals, and 4 assists, 4 man of the matches. So I'm really happy with that. He got a goal every other game. Most of those are in friendly matches, being honest. But still, a goal every other game is pretty good for a striker that only just came in. Most assists, that was Tommy Norland. I was very surprised by that, being honest, because he's an offensive mid-centre. So to get a lot of assists, I was kind of surprised by it. He made 42 appearances, got 13 goals, 8 assists, 5 man of the matches. He was a good player. He came into form late in the season because it was Helvig that played most of the season. So he actually did quite well, looking at the fact that he didn't really play for literally the first half of the season. The highest rating, again, not much of a surprise. Fabrice Geets got, in 42 appearances, he got 2 goals, 6 assists, 3 of the matches, which gave him an overall rating of 5.79. The same as he got in the league, actually, which was a bit weird to get the exact same rating, but incredible player over the season. In season 43, he just was very average, and Maguire actually played more than him. So to get that high rating, that was really, really good. I was really happy that he became such a good player. Now, this is the part where I'm just going to show what happened to other teams on Trophy Manager. I'm going to start off with Bones FC, who's helped me out a lot on Trophy Manager when I was first starting off with a team. He's regarded as one of the main people on there. He does advice forums. He's just a general helpful guy when you need advice. So he, in the league, won 14, drew 12, lost 8, scored 70, conceded 49, giving him a good goal difference and a good rack of points there. That was in the Championship. He got relegated from the Premier League last season. So those results mean he stays in Championship Group 2 for season 45. So hopefully we'll be able to see him go up to the Premier League at the end of this season. Now we look at Arkham City Spurs. That weird badge just means he doesn't have a logo because he doesn't have Pro at the moment. So hopefully he'll be able to get some more of that soon. He won 17 of his games, drew 9, lost 8, scored 72, conceded 40. Another good goal difference and 6 more points than Bones got, but in a much easier league. He was in the conference, got into the playoffs but lost. So he stays in Conference Premier Group 160. ADO Richmond shares another cool guy on Trophy Manager. Just like Arkham, he's also in the conference, but of his games he won 19, drew 7, lost 9, scored a load of goals. He scored 92 goals and conceded 46. So he scored double the amount he conceded and got 64 points over the season. So another good rack of points. He got in the playoffs but lost as well. So he stays in the Conference Premier Group 159. LA Galaxy. Now that actually is his logo. Yes, he has copied it from the actual LA Galaxy, but that's the one he uses. He won 21 of his games, drew 8, lost 5, scored 78 goals, conceding 38. So a good goal difference of plus 40, 71 points. So again, the most so far. He got into the playoffs. I don't actually know what he did in the playoffs. I think he lost as well. And he stays in the Conference Premier as well. FC Simon Reds United, he's one of the League 2 people that also helped me out over the season, and I have my eye on a few of his players as well. He won 18, drew 8, lost 8, scoring 67 along the way and conceding 36. So good goal difference and a good rack of points again. So we got a few successful people here. But he stays in League 2 because I don't think he got into the playoffs. I'm not exactly sure. Now, Dewsbury Moor FC, he does a Road to Glory diary on TM, and he's only just started his team. It's a fairly new team. I think has actually started this season. That's why he's only played 21 games. So ignore the play 34. And that isn't right. He's only played 21 games. So he scored 19, conceded 14, which isn't the best in that amount of games, but got 34 points. So a nice good rack of points for him. He stays in the Conference Premier as well. He doesn't move up, but you don't expect that from a new team anyway. 3, 2, 1, Maldonado! Maldonado! Well, that was a bit unexpected. Yeah. Okay, let's just get on with this. So, just ignore tonight. I mean, it looked cool at the time, but we have 25 awards. So, not 25. 15 awards, 20 winners. Let's get on with this. So, first of all, under 25 player of the season, including 25-year-olds. I'm giving that to, well, in third place. Let's go in opposite order, I think. In third place, we have Tommy Norland. He performed well in the last part, but not in the first. That's why he's only got third place. Second place, we are going for Rich Hines. He was a good player, but I don't think he stands anywhere near first place. Who is the one, the only, Fabrice Gitz. Yes, he got a 5.95 rating overall. I think it was actually typo that I did earlier, the 5.79. But he got a 5.95 rating in 42 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 3 man of the matches, only 4 cards. What a player he was over the season. Really came into a league of his own. That's why he gets this award. And I just so hope he continues to improve this season, in season 45. Now over 25 player of the season. That excludes 25-year-olds. In third place, I've gone for Abdulhamid Masoon. He was a really good player as our new goalkeeper, but I don't think he played well enough over the season to get that first place. Then I give it, oh, too far. Then I give second place to Paul Flavel. Came in partway through the season, did absolutely amazing really as our new striker. But I think Joe Ludlow deserves this award the most. 5.28 rating, 15 goals in 48 games, 4 assists, 3 man of the match, 3 cards. Again, like Geets, a great player who performed well again this season. Now goalkeeper of the season. There's only 2 people that can win this award, and Robert Beach is not going to be that person because he just didn't get used this season, being honest. He started off average, played well in the middle when he got used once or twice, but Abdulhamid Masoon, he was just crazy, being honest. 5.42 rating, sorry, 34 games, 48 goals conceded, 1 assist, 1 man of the match, no cards. He saved our lives this season. We would have definitely finished in bottom 4 if it hadn't been for Masoon. Defender of the season, you guys, I think you can guess this already. So I'm just going to go through the bottom 3. Amir Ismail gets third place. Good left back, but got injured too many times to get any higher than third. Rich Hind again comes runner up, and it's unlucky for him because he's a good player, but he doesn't stand anywhere near Fabrice Gitz. Fabrice Gitz gets first place again, and as I said, he's just been an insane player over the season. I don't even need to say those stats again. They are just crazy for a defender. Absolutely brilliant player for us. Midfielder of the season. This was a lot closer than I was expecting at the start of the season. So in third place for this award, we have Adam Seymour. Got sent off too many times, got injured too many times to get any higher. But again, when he played, he was absolutely brilliant for us. Jeremy Johnson gets second place, really improved since last season, but I don't think he can really get any higher because Clark Fox was absolutely crazy over the season. 5.12 rating, 3 goals, 6 assists, 2 man of the match, 4 cards in 43 games. He just came into a league of his own this season, started off most of the moves that led to goals, didn't really assist them, but he started off the moves, and what a player he turned into this season. Really didn't expect him to play so well. Attacker of the season. This is a very close award, I think. So it was really close between everyone. Third place, we have Multi Helveg. Started off the season well. It was close between him and Norland for third, but I gave it to Helveg because he performed well and really well at the start of the season. Second, we have Joe Ludlow. He's already won an award, and being honest, when you go on goals, that's what an attacker needs. And this guy, the Honey Badger, he had the most goals this season, 24 goals in 48 games. I mean, he cannot not win an award for getting that. I mean, that's just incredible for a team that this season, last season, we really struggled. So he just came into a league of his own, really. And to come in halfway through the season and do that, that's incredible, really. Reserve player of the season. Now, as I don't have a reserves team or a B team or a second team or anything like that, I'm just doing it on players that haven't played much this season. So that means in third place we go for Sorin Demetriou. Last season last season in season 43, he was a great player and he performed really well, but just didn't get used this season with Fox and Johnson becoming really good players. Second, we have Robert Winterbottom, aka Ho Ho Ho. We bought him just because of his name, and he actually turned out to be an okay player, so that's why he's got second. But Charlie Robinson gets first place. 5.80 rating in 3 games, 1 goal, 2 assists. He only got played because a centre mid and a left mid got injured. Once it was Alec Britton that got injured for 2 games that he played, and the other I think is Jeremy Johnson or someone like that got injured. So to do that in 3 games, that's pretty good. So he was a good player, but just doesn't really get used because of his stats. Now, youth pool of the season, I'm just going to show you this. So they're being honest, there's only one winner. He's the only 4-star youth pool we had. No, it's just really taking the piss, those stats, really. I mean, he's done nothing, but he's the youth pool of the season because he's our best rated one. We had shocking youth pools, really. Spirit of the season, that just means person that got the least cards or injuries or something like that. And 3rd place, we have Jeremy Johnson. Barely any cards, performed really well as a player. Tony Schofield performed very well in the 12 games they played this season and got no cards from that, so I was quite happy with him. But the Honey Badger has to win it because no cards in 48 games. I mean, that's incredible, really. And he was our captain for the whole season when he arrived, so he has been the absolute leader of our team this season. Sale of the season, we're just doing it most expensive, really. So we actually have 2 people here. John Fletcher gets 2nd place, and he was a good player, being honest, but Piltwanju I think has to take it. We bought him for 7.4 million, sold him for 5.1, so we lose a bit of money in it, but being honest, he was our most expensive sale. And John Fletcher, we lost even more money on him, so we lost quite a bit of money this season, being honest, on transfers. Purchase of the season, this is a very close one. I think I actually gave this to 2 players. Yes, I did. So we have 2 winners of this award, and you may be able to guess them. So one of them is the Honey Badger and one is Abdulhamid Masoon. So we bought the Honey Badger for 14.8 million, which is our most expensive purchase this season. Beach was more expensive overall when we bought him in season 43, but Flavel, I mean, he has been so amazing since we bought him. And Masoon pretty much helped our team survive in League 2. So 5.3 million as well for a not too old goalkeeper. He's 31 at the moment with good stats. I think that's pretty much perfect signings we made with those 2. Game of the season. Now, I've picked one from the league, which I'm going to do first, and one from other matches. So the league match is a match between us and Sandwell. It's the 4-0 game that we won early on in the season, and it was also a game where we randomly had 3 random scores. Norland came back into form, Ludlow did as well, and Johnson randomly scored. So that was a good game for us, that one, and that really turned our season around where we actually started to win a few games. And then the other one is a friendly match. It's the highest win of the season. 11-0. I mean, it was crazy. It was a crazy game. 1st-minute goal from Ludlow and 4 scorers, actually. So 11 goals separated between 4 people. All of them got at least 2 goals. But Potter managed to get 4 goals and Schofield a hat-trick. So that was the game that showed Schofield still had the performance left in him. But 2 crazy games and 2 clean sheets as well, so that was great. As a team performance of the season, this was a lot harder to choose because we did have some very tough games that we came out well in. But the League One, as usual, for performance and game of the season, we have 2 winners. The League One is Stretton Eagles 2, Wolfie United 2. We came from behind twice to draw 2-2, and Norland scored 2 goals as well. We even had a man sent off, and we still managed to get a draw against a great team. So we did really well in that game.
Hiya. I'm just getting him off the back.
The other game that we're choosing for this one is us versus Landals. It's not 4-4. I don't know why I have it 4-4 there. It's 6-4. And great game, really. I mean, to lose 6-4 to the people that won the Premier League only a few seasons ago is great. And we actually led 4-3 for a little time until 2 late goals sealed them a win. But, I mean, that was a great game for us. I was really happy with that game. So, 2 really good performances from us. as the most improved player of the season, this is a lot harder to choose. So there are a lot of well improved players. So we're going to have 3 winners, I think, because loads of people improved over the season. One is Fabrice Gitz. Yes, our Belgian, I think he's Belgian anyway, I think he is. Our Belgian centre-back just improved so much over the season. Another is Clark Fox, our midfielder. He really came into a league of his own over the season, which is great to see really from him. And then Andy Travis, we haven't talked about him much over this episode, but another great player. I mean, defenders really did well this season for us, and Travis was one of those people. But now the big one, player of the season, sponsored by Dancing Chicken Man. Here we go, let's see who it is. So there can only really be one winner, but we're going to go through the top 3. So Abdelhamid Massoum gets 3rd place, performed really well when we signed him midway through the season. Number 2 is Paul Flavel, the Honey Badger. He gets 2nd because he just did amazing when he came in. But then the winner has to be Fabrice Gitz. He gets 2nd place. There are his stats again. Incredible stats. Incredible player over the season. Let's just hope he can do that again this season.